Got everybody staring for days. All they see is just a young pretty face. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. Don't matter how much time it will take, but there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside.
Well, good morning, guys. I am skipping out to run a little errand here, and I thought I'd maybe take you guys along with me. This morning I woke up, and in my skincare routine lately, I am loving that Avene sunscreen that you all sent me from Europe. I'm layering it on top of the Shiseido Senka sunscreen from Japan. They both have similar UV filters. They're chemical sunscreens that contain tinosaur, which filters out UVA, the wavelength of light that penetrates deeply and ages and rages. And the nice thing about the Avene, and what I advocate that you guys do, is it's super moisturizing. So that's basically, you know, your moisturizer. You guys are asking me a fair amount about layering the sunscreen and the moisturizer. Really, you need to try and focus on finding a moisturizing sunscreen. Many of them are. I mean, they contain like the same exact ingredients as most moisturizers. But because if you put your moisturizer on first and then put the sunscreen on top, it's going to compromise the ability of it to form an appropriate film. If you put the sunscreen on, allow it to dry, and then put a moisturizer on, you're not really moisturizing the skin properly. You're not, like, you know, you're just kind of putting a film on top of a film, okay? So there's that. And then if you put moisturizer on top of your sunscreen, you're wiping off a lot of the sunscreen. So yeah, I really think just focusing on the sunscreen is the best. You know, I try and give the most objective, clear-cut advice that I can, and you kind of have to adapt it to your lifestyle. I don't have any tips for makeup. I say skip it. They really just cause problems for all comers, but I understand the love of makeup. The serum thing I don't get. You know, it's like most of the serums are super expensive. Whether or not they do anything is anyone's guess. I believe the brightening effect and the suppleness that people observe is the fact that they contain things like acrylates and moisturizing ingredients. So really, you're just moisturizing the skin. The quote active ingredient is probably just degraded, but that's me being a cynic, so, you know, whatever. Yeah, I really just advocate keeping it super minimal and focusing on your sunscreens. But yeah. Oh, guys, I am becoming addicted to that mango matcha green tea. I'm having it every morning before I have my coffee with my beauty dust. So I'm seriously getting a beverage game going on that is intense. I almost have to wake up earlier to drink my extra beverage. But they are so good. I haven't tried the, speaking of beverage, I've got my water here. I haven't tried the chocolate flavor yet. I really want to. I'm one of those people wherein I cannot open up another food or container until I finished the first one. Is anyone else like that? You know, like when I was a child, if we happened to have multiple boxes of cereal, I would not open another box of cereal until the first cereal box was completely finished. I don't know. It's just my personality, I guess. But anyways. So I'm over here in Kroger, over by the Starbucks. And look how pretty this little mug is they have out now. I really like it. It doesn't have the logo, the Starbucks logo on it, so I like that. And I also like this one with the mittens on it. It's pretty. I wish they were a little bit bigger. This one's really nice though, with the bear. And then you can get a matching ornament to match your mug. Starbucks. do really like this little ornament though. That's kind of cute. Actually, you know what this is? It like clips on your cup, so you have a little espresso shot. How cool is that? Okay, I noticed this thing. Am I not the only one disturbed by this? That they have sitting out here like in excess storage a bin of chocolate milk. I mean, wouldn't you think that chocolate milk, theoretically organic, would somehow, I don't know, expire and go rancid out here at room temperature? Isn't that a little alarming? Be wary to give my kids any chocolate milk from Starbucks. Fun fact. I detested milk as a child. I think it was my vegan calling starting early. Kroger has 25% off of this Dash line of stuff, and it's actually really, I really like it. They've got a little air fryer. But I love this little rice cooker. How cool is that? It's just like, just so. I wonder if this is good quality. There's also a mini waffle maker. This dish set, I don't know, made with love. That's sort of sweet. And a little juicer. Okay, even though this Neutrogena oil-free SPF is only SPF 15, I think this is a fantastic moisturizer to use in the daytime on top of your sunscreen because it's got avobenzone in it, so it gives you some good UVA protection. So if you layer this on top of your chemical sunscreen that is not as moisturizing, then I think this is a great approach. It's fragrance free and you know, unlikely to break you out or cause problems. I think this is a good one. I think this would be a good one too, the Olay Complete SPF 15. It's only $7.49 here. This looks very moisturizing because its main ingredient is glycerin and aloe, and I think this would be a good one as well to overlay. I'm not so sure though how well the zinc may be a little drying, to be honest with you, and you may not like that. And you know what? You would probably say that this pills up a little bit. I'm not super sure. I do know that that one had zinc in it, which is good as a UVA filter, but it probably will do the pilling up thing. So I think that the Neutrogena oil-free one that was strictly a chemical sunscreen would probably be a better, a more desirable approach. It's slightly more expensive than the Olay one, but comment below on if you've used either of those. This is the tinted sunscreen that I was really excited about. I just wish that they had more colors in this neutral tint. Some of you have commented that the tint's really just not that overwhelming. Some of you have commented that the tint's really just not that noticeable. But it's a mineral sunscreen, and it also has iron oxide in it, so it'll protect against some of the broader wavelengths of light that can contribute to dark spots. So I think this is a good one to overlay to potentially mask the white cast of your sunscreen. But it's kind of expensive, so I don't know. Comment on if you've used it. It may not be worth the price point given the kind of bland review you guys are giving it as far as the tint. Gosh, you guys, the day I've been waiting for is finally here. The day that the holiday scents of the Tuscany candle go on BOGO. Oh, sweet. These are, I have been smell lusting over these for the past couple of times I've been in here, and I'm gonna get some now. They are really awesome. I don't know, I've never burned this Carolina brand. They have some pretty jars though. They're kind of Bath and Body Works esque, but and then the candlelight is equally a good deal here. They have some nice holiday scents. This holiday berry garland is pretty good. I think I'm definitely gonna get this peppermint meringue one. Oh, it smells so good. It's like you know those candy cane Tootsie Pops? That's what this smells like. That's one non-vegan food that I guess I miss. Tootsie Rolls. I love Tootsie Rolls. Ooh, Gingerbread Village. It's a good one as well. I have to be careful though with the Tuscany ones because they burn so long that, I mean, the holiday season will be completely over. Ooh, Fraser fir is a good one too. Ooh, no, it's not. I take that back. First snow is equally kind of underwhelming. Let's see that holiday hearth. Ooh, holiday hearth is nice. A little smoky, but nice. Their apple cider is such a good one. I feel like I could gateway into the holidays with this one because I'm almost out of my harvest one. Well, hey guys, so I just got out of the shower after the gym, and I'm doing one of the HYDRATING sheet masks under my silicone overlay mask here just to hold it in place from Daiso. And I will elaborate as to why I'm doing that tonight, even though it is a weeknight. Normally I only do these sort of sheet masks for fun to try out for you guys kind of on the weekend when I take a break from different. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour through Crow Hair. Ugh, those candles, you guys. I did in fact get two of the peppermint meringue ones. That's going to be my winter scent. I really love the fragrance of kind of chocolatey mint, and I just on sniffing the wax, Tuscany candle has really nailed it. I've also got that Whole Foods soy candle that is also kind of a pepperminty one. I don't expect that will last very long, so I went ahead and got the two because I'm gonna, you know, pair them up. But the Tuscany candles, guys, I mean, they really, I don't know, you guys seem to be enjoying them as well, those of you who can get your hands on them. But yeah, they're really good. Anyway, so back to what's going on here with the skincare routine and why I wanted to do this. I am doing this mask for a reason, and that I kind of want to do a little skincare routine here with you guys because I swung on by the P.O. box, and one of you guys from the UK, thank you so much. You sent me two products I have been just dying to try out. Excuse me, Simply Pure Hydrating Night Serum for sensitive skin, okay? And then you also sent me the Simply Pure Hydrating Serum for sensitive skin. I have been super excited about these SUPERDRUG finds since you guys clued me into them, because you all know I have a hard time finding things that are available in other countries, and you know, that's kind of, some of you guys can't get CeraVe, and so I want to make sure I try out some things that are easy for you guys to get your hands on in your countries, rather than having to go, you know, trolling Amazon and all of these things, dying to get things that, you know, shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so anyways, I'm excited about these because the, first of all, for those of you who are interested in the cruelty-free status, these are both cruelty-free and they are both labeled as vegan. They are, like I said, fragrance-free. The reason that I'm excited about the Simply Pure Hydrating Serum is that it contains ceramide, so I'm thinking this is like a UK CeraVe. So I thought it'd be fun to try these out together tonight. And the whole reason that I'm doing this HYDRATING sheet mask is that these things keep my face nice and wet. And I like to start my skincare routine, as you guys know, on a damp face for moisturizing. So I'm really just doing this tonight so that when I come out here and chat with you guys, my face is wet. And I've had it on there, I don't know, approximately 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna slip the mask off here, and you can see how nice and wet this leaves the face. And I just kind of daub it in so we've got a little bit of moisture going on. And you all know that I like to put my moisturizer directly onto wet skin so that it seals in the moisture. So I just got out of the shower and my skin is rapidly losing some water here because the skin barrier is open. You can see what it looks like on the back of my hand here, and I'm just gonna put it in, and oh, it does go on really nicely. Oh, I like that. This is great. Oh, yeah. Isn't there something nice about just gently putting on a moisturizing cream to your face? It's like, don't speak to me, world, go away. Don't bother me with your problems today. I'm just hydrating and recuperating. Okay, so this is the one that does not have does not have ceramides in it, but it does have, oh, it has a little bit of lactic acid in it. Okay, so this has the potential, you guys, if you're using a retinoid, because it has lactic acid in it, which is an alpha hydroxy acid, if you're using it alongside a retinoid like differin, which I'm going to come in with here, or tretinoin or tazarotene, then you probably should not put these on at the same time, because the acid in this will potentially compromise the retinoid, okay? So I'm just gonna squeeze a little on the back of my hand here. Oh, it's a similar texture, okay? Ignore that little red thing, that's where I fell a while back. See, we're still healing here. Okay, so you see how it just basically sealed in the water there? And now it's kind of nicely air dried, and my skin feels fantastic. I mean, this is really the way to moisturize the face. Just put the moisturizer on directly onto wet skin. And now I'm going to come in with my differin, which is a retinoid. And you know, the reason I do it this way, my skin is now hydrated and dry, okay? The reason I do it this way, I mean, now that I've been using it for a while, it probably wouldn't make a difference which way I did it, to be honest with you, but this minimizes irritancy from the differin as far as that side effect. So I like doing it that way, and that way I can just nicely concentrate in the oil-bearing surfaces of the skin. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit much. And I'm just going to massage it here. I don't do it to my that much. You really don't need a lot of the differin, honestly, and I do it to my entire face, but you really don't need much to get a good layer on there. And I just, you know, put it on like that. But, you know, some people will tell you that you should put it on and then put your moisturizer on. And the reason I don't do it that way is because I always wonder, well, if you put it onto dry skin, okay, because you should put it on dry skin. You don't want to put it on wet skin, okay? So if you put on a retinoid onto dry skin and then you come on top with a moisturizer, you've basically, I mean, you're kind of wasting your time at that point, because the moisturizer is intended to seal in the water and your face is already dry, okay? So the moisturizer isn't going to do any good, and if anything, it will be more problematic, because you're rubbing it in, and you know, you may move a little bit of the retinoid around your eyes where it never should go, okay? It can be very irritating there, and could potentially get into your eyes and cause something called a keratitis, okay? If you put it on and then come in over with your moisturizer, you just run that risk of it going in the wrong places. And by putting it on moisturized skin, you're kind of already, the skin is already in a good position. It's kind of like it's done its homework a little bit as far as getting ready to just tolerate the retinoid a little bit better. That's my approach, but you know, there's really not a huge consensus on it. The study on retinoids was done doing it the opposite way, so that's, you know, what the package insert will tell you. I just think that it works better this way, but everybody's different, so always follow the advice of your treating physician. But that's how I did it, and I found that I tolerated it well. I've been using it different now for almost a year, and I really see major benefits from it in terms of skin brightening and just kind of firming things up a little bit. I really you know, attribute most of the kind of improvement in my skin to differin. But I really promote to you guys keeping the skincare routine minimalistic and really just minimizing the number of things that you put on your face, that you leave on your face, as well as the skin of your body, okay? Our skin biology is incredibly complex, and one of the very important components of our skin is the immune system, okay? It's kind of an organ system that often gets forgotten about, but it is actively circulating through your skin and interacting, and your skin barrier coupled with the immune system function to protect you, okay? The immune system surveys for damaged skin cells that can contribute to skin cancers and to cancers, okay? It helps to eliminate those things, and it helps to survey for pathogens that could be problematic to you, and dangerous things, okay? And the more things you put on your face, you're sort of just distracting the immune system and bothering it, okay? And keeping it from doing what it excels at, and that is tumor surveillance, and, you know, pathogen host defense, okay? So the more stuff you put on your face, the immune system is like, okay, I don't like that, okay, I don't like that, and it just starts developing a sensitivity to those ingredients, okay? And that sets the stage for allergic contact dermatitis. Why do they put this in here? It causes a photo allergy. Oil of bergamot, avoid things that have that in it, okay? And it's hard to know, like, what ingredients are good, what ingredients are bad. It's really hard for you as a consumer to know that, but keep it simple. The less stuff you put on your face, the less you have to worry about, the less your immune system has to worry about, and the more it can focus on doing its job, which is repairing the skin barrier, protecting you from disease, and tumor surveillance, which is really, really important. And you will see the benefits to your skin health and the look of your skin drastically, okay? So I always promote that to you guys. The other thing is the skincare routine has to be affordable, okay? If it's not affordable to you, there's no way you're gonna maintain it. And, you know, then you're never gonna know what works as far as moisturizer, as far as a sunscreen, because you can't maintain something that you can't afford. If a sunscreen costs, you know, $100, if you can afford to use that properly, in reality, those dollars would be far better spent, you know, on research or something worthwhile than on just, you know, creams and serums that are kind of just going through a mill of trends that we buy thinking that we need, and then they don't work, and then we get rid of them, and it really is a huge waste. So it's something that I really, you know, encourage you all to shy away from if you can, and just keep it simple, honestly. But anyways, I'm really loving these moisturizers, guys. I think these are some good ones that you guys in the UK can get your hands on. Comment below on if you've used the Simply Pure moisturizers and how they have gone for you. I look forward to continuing to try them out here and hopefully, you know, give some final thoughts on them at some point. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.